I'm making this video to tell you about some tools that we can use in our fight for the liberation of Palestine. Like many of you, seeing what's happening the past week and the past few decades fucking sucks. We've been helpless in preventing genocide, apartheid, dispossession, killings, you name it. Helpless, but not hopeless. Hope today comes from technological tools that, while not the answer, they're not going to solve the Palestinian conflict, of course, but they are tools that we will need in this fight. Today I'm going to talk about a communication tool. Right now, social media platforms can censor us, they can ban us, they can shadow ban us for any anti-mainstream view. A lot of you are going through that now when trying to post about what's happening in Gaza. This is because we're using social media platforms that are centralized. There's a company behind them, there's an owner behind them, and these companies have to comply with their government. If their government calls and says, take down this post, they have to take it down. Otherwise, they'll face fines, regulatory enforcement, law, whatever. We saw this in overdrive during COVID, and we're seeing it happening now when these platforms are censoring any content that is exposing the extermination and genocide of Gaza. The weakness of these platforms is that they're centralized. There's always a head that governments can go after. Thankfully, though, there is now an alternative technology that's unstoppable, uncensorable, uncontrollable by any single person or entity. Let me tell you about Nostr. Nostr stands for Notes and Other Stuff Transmitted by Relay. Shitty name, but super powerful tool. Think of Nostr as a social media network, built similar to Twitter, where you can create posts and note likes, follow, unfollow people, retweet, etc. But the most important thing is that Nostr is a protocol, not an app. Just like email, BitTorrent, or even Bitcoin. So for example, with email, if you have a Gmail, you can send an email to a Hotmail or to an Outlook or whatever. That's the principle. That's what a protocol is. One of the early users of Nostr, Edward Snowden, he says, if a platform is a silo, a protocol is a river. No one owns it and everyone's free to swim. He's talking about the difference between a platform like Facebook or Instagram and a protocol like Nostr. Unlike Twitter, Facebook, Nostr is decentralized. There are no central servers or corporations that control what you can post and what others can see. Nostr is censorship resistance and open source. The license for Nostr is simply public domain. In my bio, I'm linking my Nostr profile where you will have a write-up about this talk and all the links that I'm talking about. So how do you use Nostr? To create Nostr, you simply log into any one of the mobile or web clients and generate a public-private key pair. So this is how you log in. There's no signing in with email or anything. You just create an account. It'll give you a public key and a private key. The private key is like your password. You never share it with anyone. And the public key is what you share with the world for people to find your account. Go to the link in the bio, check out the write-up, and see my public key there. Then you can start posting. Same like Twitter or Instagram. It's still early days, so the experience is not as smooth as Instagram or TikTok, but it works, and that's the important thing. And it will only get better. Also, if one app shuts down for whatever reason, like App Store takes it down, you can still log in from a web client and you'll have all your followers and the people you're following are still there. You can log into it from many apps or websites. It's like a hydra. You take one head down, there's another head pops up. There's infinite of them and it's open source. Even if they take down all of them, someone will just create a new one. Why is this important? In an age of increased surveillance enabled by big tech, centralized system, Nostr is the antidote. Free and open communication. Take some time to familiarize yourself with Nostr. Study Nostr. It's our tool to fight censorship and have free communication. Right now, Palestinians are being exterminated and the social media accounts posting about it are either being banned or shadow banned. If your account is not facing restrictions so far, it's because your following is not big enough to make a difference. Start building your Nostr network now, so that when you get banned, you are prepared and your followers know where to find you. Yani if you're into Star Wars, مثلا, if the centralized systems, so the dark force, and decentralized open systems are the light. They're the counter force, the resistance to the darkness, to control, to oppression. If you're interested, check out the write-up that's linked in my bio on my Nostr account. Potentially a part 2 for this, depending on how this goes. I don't know. It's just I felt useless and I want it to be useful. It's something I know that can help, so why not? Fuck it.